Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool, but before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. Jamie Carragher believes Newcastle could spring a surprise and mount a Premier League title challenge next season. Liverpool have won the league in dominant fashion this season, with Arneslot's side confirmed as champions with 4 games to spare. However, Carragher is expecting both Manchester City and Arsenal to put up more of a fight next season, and he is also backing Newcastle to challenge if they can keep hold of their top stars and strengthen this summer. Newcastle beat Liverpool to win the Carabao Cup in March, their first major domestic trophy in 70 years, and Carragher believes they could take the next step. I think it will be them two, City and Arsenal, who come back to challenge Liverpool. Carragher told the Metro City will go again in the market, and Arsenal will do the same. But from that chasing pack, Newcastle could spring a surprise. If they keep their best players and just add 1 or 2 squad players, they are a top team. We saw that against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final, and they can take any of those teams. They've got great support at home as well, and in certain positions, especially centre forward and central midfield, they have players who are as good as anybody in the Premier League. Reflecting on Liverpool's title win, Carragher was full of praise for Slot, and believes he has been able to get a little bit more out of his squad than predecessor Jurgen Klopp did last season. I'm delighted Liverpool won the title. Nobody expected that, and to do it so comfortably, you can't really believe it, he added. A great job by the players, but especially from the manager. Now the exciting part is, what is he going to do in the summer to put his stamp on the squad? Because it's just a squad that was left by Jurgen Klopp that he's managed to get a little bit more out of. I think now he'll look to bring his own players in. The club have had 12 months to assess everything transfer-wise, and the manager has also had time to see who he rates and doesn't rate, and I would expect 5 or 6 players to leave and 5 or 6 to come in, and then Liverpool will be a lot stronger. And Klopp did send Slot a message after Liverpool's title win, congratulating the Dutchman on his achievement. What did he have to say? What most of them said: "Congratulations, now you know how special a club it is, now you are part of history as well," Slot said. He was really happy for me, the players, the staff and fans, like we all know Jurgen. Maybe I've got a few, but I think he was the most famous one. There were a lot of messages, and 9 out of 10 times they were the same. It's always nice to get these messages. I've tried to answer all of them. It's been amazing, especially Sunday maybe for all the Liverpool fans, but for many of them the best day of their lives, and I think it was the same for me. Arne Slot revealed Jurgen Klopp hailed him for becoming part of Liverpool's history by leading the Reds to the Premier League title. The former Liverpool boss was one of the many to message Slot after they secured the title last week by thrashing Tottenham. Slot was asked who the most famous person to get in touch was, and he said it was the German, and then revealed the praise. He said, what did he have to say? What most of them said: "Congratulations. Now you know how special a club it is. Now you are part of history as well." He was really happy for me, the players, the staff and fans. Like we all know Jurgen. Maybe I've got a few, but I think he was the most famous one. Liverpool celebrated the title with their fans at Anfield with iconic scenes of jubilation. Slot has been inundated with messages of congratulations since they clinched their 20th English League title. Slot joins Klopp, Kenny Dalglish, Joe Fagan, Bob Paisley, Bill Shankly, George Kay, Matt McQueen, David Ashworth and Tom Watson as title-winning managers at Liverpool. He said there were a lot of messages, and 9 out of 10 times they were the same. It's always nice to get these messages. I've tried to answer all of them. It's been amazing, especially Sunday maybe for all the Liverpool fans, but for many of them, the best day of their lives. And I think it was the same for me. The way the whole day went, arriving at the stadium, how intense the fans already were, then during the game going 1-0 behind so it felt they were not going to give it to us, scoring the goals, seeing how much it meant to the players, and the fans was really special to be part of. Liverpool have won the title with 4 games to go, but Slot insists the Reds are still motivated for their upcoming clashes with Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton and Crystal Palace. He will make some changes to give players minutes who have not got enough action this season. Slot added, It's nice that we play some very strong teams with Chelsea, Arsenal, Brighton and Palace. So that gives us immediately a challenge to win games. It is the end of the season, but we also have to look at this as the start of next season already. It's Chelsea away first. We played them earlier on in the season. And I am completely surprised if I look at the gap we have over them at the moment, because in that moment of time, they were the better team on the pitch. But we found a way to win, and that was a quality we didn't need a lot because mostly we were the better team on the pitch. But in that game, we had to suffer more than maybe any other game. To be so many points ahead of them is a big compliment to everyone at the club. Jamie Carragher hopes that Liverpool's title celebrations might sway Trent Alexander-Arnold to extend his contract at Anfield. The right-back is currently poised to leave in a matter of weeks when his deal runs out. If so, he would depart as a Premier League winner for the second time. The Reds clinched the title with 4 games to spare after hammering Tottenham on Sunday, which led to huge celebrations at Anfield in front of the Kop as players lapped up the moment with the fans. Alexander-Arnold was present for their title triumph in 2020, but that was behind closed doors, and the scenes on Merseyside were particularly special. Real Madrid have been circling for Liverpool's academy graduate and saw a January bid rejected. They hope to lure the right-back to the Spanish capital on a free with the offer of a lucrative contract. Carragher, though, hasn't given up hope that he will remain with his boyhood club, suggesting that the celebrations may convince Alexander-Arnold to remain. Carragher told Sky Sports, "He's a unique footballer. That's why Real Madrid want to sign him. And that's why he's been part of one of the most successful eras in Liverpool's history. We all want that to continue. But at the moment, it's not looking too good. But you look at the scenes at the weekend, Trent being involved and being a local player, the adulation and the support the Kop have for him. You watch and hope that may sway him to put pen to paper, but all will be revealed in the next few weeks." Carragher has been hugely complimentary of the right-back for years. Whilst he's been criticised defensively, his output and ability in the final third has been lauded. Few players in his position can produce such brilliance, and Liverpool have benefited massively from his attributes. Alexander-Arnold has won every available to him at Anfield, and his motivation to stay will likely hinge on his desire to remain a one-club player. That said, his relationship with Jude Bellingham is well documented, and the right-back has made it clear he wants to win the Ballon d'Or, which Carragher previously cited as a concern. "He can try and win the Ballon d'Or, there's nothing wrong with ambition," he said. But my first thought when I read that was you're not winning the Ballon d'Or as a right-back for Liverpool. Ballon d'Or winners normally play for Real Madrid or Barcelona. That's where the best players in the world go. Bournemouth boss Andoni Iraola admits the club needs to get used to interest in their players from big clubs amid Liverpool's pursuit of 2 of their stars. Dean Huijsen and Milos Kerkez have both been linked with a move to Anfield as the Premier League champions look to bolster their squad under arneslot. Huijsen's £50 million release clause is set to kick in over the summer, with the Reds expected to face competition from Real Madrid for his signature. The Spanish centre-back has thrived on the south coast after joining from Juventus, earning his first senior international caps as a result. Kerkez, meanwhile, was brought to Bournemouth by Richard Hughes before the transfer chief moved to Anfield. Hughes could oversee another move for the hungry left-back as competition for Andy Robertson, who has begun to show some cracks this term. Bournemouth have been forced into the odd big-money sale before and know about the need to restock and rebuild. Dominic Solanke left for Spurs in a big-money move last summer, but replacement Evanilson has outscored the player whose boots he was brought in to fill. I don't think it's any different from previous years, especially when the team has done a good job, Bournemouth boss Andoni Iraola told Sky Sports. "It happened to us last season. We didn't know what was going to happen with some players. We lost Lloyd Kelly, and after that Dom Solanke. We don't really know what is going to happen in the summer. We are still focused on other things, but right now all the players are ours, and if nothing happens, they will continue to be ours next season also. So I don't think it's going to be different from other summers. We will focus on trying to improve the team and add new players if we can. And if some player leaves because someone comes with what the club considers to be a good offer, we have to be ready for those situations, but not with fear. It is something that all the clubs, especially the ones who are not at the highest level, like the top teams, have to get used to. Liverpool and Real Madrid aren't the only ones in the hunt for Huyssen, with Chelsea and Manchester United also linked. The 20-year-old was recently asked about a return to Spain, where he began his youth football career before joining Juventus's academy at 16, but was non-committal. "It's absolutely an honour when I hear that such a big club is interested in me," he said of Real Madrid's interest in April. "I'm only thinking about ending the season well. Then when the time comes, we'll see what happens there."